Yo, what is up, guys? In this video we are going to be working on this here Murray series lawn tractor, lawn mower. We're going to be trying to attempt to get it to run today and possibly cut grass. That'll just be a plus for today. And here it is. Someone apparently tried to make it look like the General Lee Charger. If you don't know what that is, you need to watch that movie because it's absolutely amazing. But it has the 01, which they did orange when it's supposed to be black, and the tractor's black. But they tried painting it orange somehow. I don't understand this. It has a 18 horsepower Briggs & Stratton overhead valve on it. It's a 42-inch cut, as you can probably see right there. I kind of like these mowers, but they're not too reliable when it has a hydrostatic in it, which you can see probably down here. And the wiring to it, that's all sorts of jank, and it's no longer any good. So is this. Look at that. I'm about to splice some new connectors to it. The belt onto the pulley, that's pretty loose, so I might have to tighten that up, but it probably won't even move. So what's the point? We have 3 good tires, except for this one. Well, 4 good tires. This one has an inner tube. I tried airing it up and got it on the truck, but it only stayed up for about an hour. It has an inner tube in it. I already got the wrench out for the spark plug. I took it out, checked on it. It does spin over, but doesn't turn over by the key. We're going to have to work that out, see what kind of electric issue is going on. But everything else seems pretty straightforward. I think it just has a carburetor issue. I don't think any other issue is wrong with this, but I'm going to guess the reason they threw it out or had it sit for about 2 years is honestly because the hydrostatic. They told me it didn't work, but I'm thinking that belt is probably a problem to it. Let's check under here. There's no filter, which is great to run with your carburetors, that's for sure. Just perfect. That's exactly what you want to do with your carburetor. Oh, now that I realize it doesn't even have the boot. You even have the air feeder, or for the PVC valve to, you know. Everything else looks pretty straightforward. It's all original. Nothing's been changed on it or nothing. We have this good old temporary fuel line that sort of works. I mean, it draws fuel, so I mean, it's good enough, right? I actually just put that on there because I was going to see if it would just start up, and it didn't. That actually came off of my thing that pumps gas out of gas tanks, because I didn't have any spare fuel line for a mower. I just had spare fuel line for a weed eater or a chainsaw. In this case, this wiring is all messed up and probably no good. Who knows if it even works. For the solenoid under here, which I hate these, I wish it just had a bolt and it's a normal standardized carburetor. Which this carburetor don't look too good at all. Probably gonna have to get a new one out the stack. But it feels like it has gas in it because it's kind of cold. It's pretty hot out here today. We're gonna start with ripping that off and moving on from there. So let's head on over to the truck. Alright, so I went and got some tools, standardized tools. I couldn't find a 8mm long enough that it would fit onto that, so we're just gonna have to go straight to some good old pliers to rip that off. Which, as you can see, it wasn't too tight on there. Which might be good, might be bad. It needs to be pretty much at a simple torque spec. That one really wasn't on there. So I can see that someone's probably been in here to mess with this carburetor before. I have no idea, but I'm gonna take a guess that someone's been in here before trying to get it running and they didn't. Worst comes to worst, I'll just slap another carburetor on here, see if it works. And see if the motor will fire. Because technically I could take starter fluid and just spray it in there and see if it would fire. But I didn't do it in this case because I kind of wanted to see if it's just the carburetor instead of just knowing if it's going to start. Sorry about that. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that today. And probably just cleaning the carburetor. I think that's all that's probably wrong with this besides the electric issue. So, let's go ahead and set this up. Go ahead and get this carburetor off. Pull that off, and boom. So now we have a better look at the carburetor, which isn't in the best shape. It needs definitely deep cleaning. So, but nothing is frozen, which is a good thing. It's always a good sign. The bowl doesn't look too terrible. That's probably savable. Maybe. We'll see. City gas come out of that? Yeah, that's good. It smells like crap, but I mean, gas is gas, right? It comes out. So here, if anybody doesn't know much about these lawnmowers, you have your governor spring right here, which needs to be hooked up or it won't idle correctly. And then you have your throttle, which is this big long one. And then under here, you'll have your PVC valve for your oil. And then you have your choke right here, cable that locks up to it. So, yeah, let me go ahead and get this onto the bench and we'll have it tore apart and then I'll come back. I don't see too big of a problem on why it wouldn't fire on the carburetor. The flow bowl is pretty clean. Just the one thing that gets me on this thing, if you can see right down that hole, if it could focus, it's really nasty. It doesn't look like, it looks like someone kind of tried to go in there and get it and it was stripped out. Kind of looks stripped out, so we could just try getting it in there and seeing if that was the problem, the culprit. It's got some spider web up in it, but no reason why it shouldn't be running. So we'll test the theory of if it's going to work. So let's go ahead and get our handy dandy carb cleaner, not sponsored, but carb cleaner. And we're going to start with spraying it down where the gasoline goes, see if anything comes out. I'll shoot right back out, which isn't what it's supposed to do. I shouldn't be doing that, but it is coming out to the other side, so I guess that's okay. It's not the best, man. It's not the best. So let's try spray some down that hole, try to clean it out. Then if not, I'm gonna try and unscrew it and get it out of there, so I can clean it and give this carburetor a good cleaning so we can see if this is the culprit or why this motor wouldn't run. So be right back once the carburetor is clean and we'll be back again with the carburetor. I didn't bother really deeply cleaning the outside area where it doesn't really bother her to run, but I cleaned out the whole inside. It was so gummed up in that middle hole. I had to screw it out really bad. So I'm hoping that was the culprit and it should fire now, maybe, possibly. Watch us run into something else, probably worse. We'll give it a shot. We'll throw it back on real quick and we'll see if it's going to run. So we'll catch you when I have it back here again. So I have the carburetor on. I have my good old clickety-clackety jumper cables. We are going to jump straight to the starter. First off, we gotta turn the key on. We'll choke it out. Have some gas in it. Alright, y'all ready to see moment of truth? Will it start? It's not promising. So let's take choke off. Let's try that. Okay, let's try some good old carb cleaner. Down the throat, choke it, and let's try that. It fired up, but there's a carb problem going on here. I don't know what it is, but probably got to replace the carburetor here. Alright, let's try this. I'm going to set y'all up so you can watch. I'm going to take the good old carb cleaner and we're going to make it, see if we can make it run long enough that it catches to the carburetor. Alright, let's spray some good old clickety clackety on there. It has to be the carburetor in this case, of why it's not wanting to run. So I guess we're gonna be swapping another carburetor onto this thing. Probably have to say that for the next video, so it's coming a little bit long. Next video we'll probably put the other carburetor on. By then, I think I'm going to see if I can get the tire to stay up. Probably gonna, I don't know if I'm clean it time or it's running. Next video we are going to have it running. I'm all out of time for today. Honestly, it could be the solenoid. It could be the solenoid down here that's causing it not to run because it's not opening and closing like it should. But then again, I think it would still probably run. Not looking like that wants to happen. I might try to put another solenoid on it, but I'm pretty confident it's the carburetor. Or maybe the needle ain't seating right, I don't know. But I guess the next video will have a carburetor on it, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you in the next one. Remember, smile big, stay motivated. We'll see you in the next one. Alrighty guys, we are back again. As you can tell, it's a bit later out today. Way later, it's getting really dark. I've been going at this carburetor for a while now, and where I left off, I was gonna end, but I ended up staying on the carburetor for a little bit longer because I was determined to make this run off that carburetor. And I eventually figured out what was wrong with the carburetor. There was a clog in it that I didn't notice. So I took a paper clip in it and cleaned it out the best I could, and it fired up. I started running and I got it to run. It stayed running. I'll show you that in just a second. And I was super excited because it was running and I could have got time to test drive it, and then we could have had a good time and probably sell it. Not sure, or repaint it and get all that done, or fix it up for someone. You never know. We have the John Deere over there, a Murray, and then we have a Troyville behind me. So yeah, I'm gonna show you that it runs. And then tomorrow I'll get started on the electric, see if the electric works. Then while it's running, I think I'm gonna air up that tire, and then I'm gonna start it back up, and I'm gonna see if I can get it to move. So first off, let me show you that it runs. Let's go ahead and grab the clickety clackety good old jumper cables here. I'll come over here, and we're going to turn the keys to run position. We are going to start it up, not on choke, because it was running. It's ice cold now, but you know, it does have a little bit of a problem. I might need to go through and clean it again, maybe adjust a couple things, I'm not sure. I might just go buy a new carburetor because this one is not too well. But here we go. Alright, maybe I should choke it, right? Alright, let me choke it. Now let's try it. That is ultra weird. You can't fake that. You honestly can't fake that, because it was just running. What in the world, y'all? Try this. As y'all see, it's really loud. It's super loud. But it does work. It needs just a little bit of help with the car. I think there's something wrong with the car still. So I might verify it. And over here, this is the carburetor to this lawn tractor, which does run, but it has a carburetor. This is one of those things. I took this off and tested on that one to see if it would run. This tractor, so I swapped it over to that tractor, and it finally fired up and it's finally running. So that was absolutely amazing. Let's check back here. The coil is not spinning. I just stopped it. It doesn't run the best, so there is a carb issue in it, but that belt doesn't want to spin too much. Get one, I might have to go buy one. After that, there's the video. Make sure you hit that like button and you subscribe if you like the video, if you enjoyed. It always helps me out in the channel. And I guess we'll see you in the next video when we get all that stuff done to this tractor. So, see ya.